What's up? This is Brandon Donahue, and you're listening to the All Bass No Treble podcast, where we talk all things hip-hop, culture, music, lifestyle, and more. So kick back and join myself and my co-host as we feature our next special guest this week. What's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of All Bass No Trouble. We appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Brandon Donahue. Jordan Dante to my right today. Jesus Rangel, as always, and our boy from Pasadena, Katori Walker. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you coming on, my boy.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to have you on, bro. Literally took last week to see you at the show and be like, bro, I need you on the pod.
Yeah, I've been seeing y'all moving, man.
Yeah.
Like, I've been seeing y'all moving.
It.
I was like, I'm going to wait for the invite. I don't like pressing no buttons.
Yeah.
But when you came up to me after the show, I was like, oh, yeah, say no more.
Oh, yeah, no,
right
too.
away.
And like I said, I think I DM'd you, but I know your DMs be like packed too. So I was like, shit, I just got to say something at the show. So when I see him, I'll see him. I'd rather do it that way.
I tell everybody that, like, it ain't nothing personal. The DMs are always stupid.
Oh, yeah, no.
So if you want to get in contact with me and I'm not in my DMs like really surfing, if you got my number, just hit me. That's for everybody on this podcast.
That's for
everyone.
I feel like
he said, "Don't hit my DMs."
I always tell people the DMs are the worst place for business.
Yeah,
it is.
It is like to an extent. Like sometimes you get less lost in that request joint.
I mean, like your
nice.
boy with the clothing brand, like he hit people up on DMs and he got
John D.
Yeah.
He be smacking on.
Yeah, see,
but he did that shit a while ago, right?
Yeah.
I feel like before, like he said it before, like Instagram launched, really.
I mean, he still does it to this day.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, shit. Some people finds a little niche.
Hey, after you sell at Nordstrom.
Yeah, true.
But I feel like the DMs work sometimes, but like it's hard for me to keep a continuous conversation in the DMs.
Unless you're talking to a shorty.
No, I got a shorty, so.
Oh yeah.
I don't need to do.
He said nobody in the DMs, man. He made that.
I got a shorty.
My nigga said no.
Yeah, but my shorty, it did 2 years ago happen in the DMs.
Hey man, there it is.
Hey,
shout out to the DMs, bro.
Very random, but my mentor, she married her husband, and they met in the DMs. And they were writing a book called "Started in DMs."
That's hilarious.
That's dope. That's a dope ass idea.
That's dope.
Turn
it really
into an
is.
NFT.
Oh yeah.
I gotta see like the cover of the book better be like the DMs too. You know what I mean?
It's like
it's gotta be like one request.
Yeah, just one request.
That would be tight. Nah, she got like I think it's like the heart emoji, like the heart eyes type shit, like on her face type vibe.
That's hilarious,
real
bro.
like simple, vibes.
Yeah.
But my shit was in DMs too, don't care.
I mean, shit. I think mine kind of sent it from DMs too. All right, moving on.
I think these days it is the DMs.
Yeah,
it's like texting like, "How's your day?" Every day. I can't. I mean,
you don't like the small talk or the short talk, like unless it's your girl.
Yeah, unless it's my girl. Like, how's your day? But like, if it's just me trying to holler at a shorty, like I'd rather comment on like a story or something.
Yeah,
secret.
Boom,
juice.
The juice. Boom. Dropping all the gems early in the podcast.
Yeah, early gems.
But Katori, I mean, I've only known you just based off of like your relationship with Ro and stuff, and way back a few years ago, actually, when you and what's your boys, Elijah, right?
Yeah.
Eli, when you guys were all coming up in Jay Hurt and stuff like a minute ago before you signed to Capitol and shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I haven't really got to learn like, cause I know you're from Pasadena. Yeah. So I haven't really learned how you kind of started in music and where it went going and how you got to this point in life now. So if you want to just kind of drop the background story on where it started and show that love to the hometown and stuff.
Yeah. So long story short, my dad is like the city's DJ, and he's also like a producer. Like, so he had like his own studio. He had like a bunch of like hood niggas in the studio.
Okay.
And, like, I was always up under my dad's arm. So he started off like, all right, then you carry these cables.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, this is what this cable connects to. This is what this does. So I started off producing, like just being up under my dad. And
that's dope.
Yeah.
Fire.
And then I just fell in love with it. So I'm making beats. They were terrible. Like, terrible beats,
well, I don't think anyone just starts making beats and goes, slappers.
I feel like some people really just start.
Some people go crazy.
They've heard enough music where it's just like, yo, you going crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was just terrible fucking beats. And then my two brothers, my twin, and then my younger brother, we all just like formed a group because we all started just like making music, like just being up under my dad.
That's
then after that, it just kind of developed into this thing, and then we get older a little bit, and then my twin bro, he started really focusing on basketball. My younger brother, he focusing on football, and I'm like, yo, I played sports and shit too, but it was like, nah, nothing really got this pull like this music shit. Like it just had like a pull. It was like almost like a high, you know? Almost like a high.
Yeah, 100%.
After that, like high school, I kind of like made this choice. Like I was about to go into the Army.
Wow. Holy shit. That's crazy.
I tell this story all the time, and motherfuckers be like, yo, that was it? So I was about to go into the Army. And there's no disrespect to this artist that I'm about to name. So I'm about to go to the Army, and then I'm like, yo, is there any like music stuff in the Army? And they was like, nah. They was like, but we did have one artist that came out and that was in the Army. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I was like, who's the artist? And it was like, Shaggy. And I'm like, nah, son. Nah, son.
Nah, you can't do that.
Nah, son. No disrespect to Shaggy, dog.
Bro, I was not ready for Shaggy.
I was like, nah.
Now he over here talking about it wasn't me.
Yeah,
Might have been that nigga, man.
It wasn't me. So after that, I tried college a little bit, and then I realized like, yo, nah, like this other thing over here, music, it just got a bigger pull on my life. And then after that, I just started this journey. And then right after college, well, I only did like 2 years of college. And then after college, that's when I met Elijah and Jay Hurd and all the other stuff. And then we just formed this like collective of artists, and then we just started from there.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's hard.
So you kind of, after when you get into college, so in college, are you like writing and stuff and recording?
Oh, yeah, nonstop. I've literally never stopped making music since like 14.
Wow.
Like, nonstop.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then a big part of that is from your dad.
My dad, yeah. He was like my biggest critic, and he would always tell me shit. Like the stuff that he told me is like the reason why I kind of like found my sound. He would always tell me like, yo, you saying the coolest stuff, but I don't feel it. Like you got to add that emotion to it. So like when I hear my music and I'm all emotional shit, that's 100% my dad's hand. Like, yo, you got to add emotion to it. And he'd like bring up references like Tupac, like Biggie. In my opinion, Biggie was a better rapper than Tupac, like lyrically and wordplay. I agree. Punchlines. But then when it came to emotion, Tupac
had it.
He know how to like get you rocking.
Like, he kind of had that. He had that artist.
Yeah, he had the artist.
Verse,
he had the artist. He literally told us that his mom was a crack addict in the most surreal way, even though he was a crack fiend. Mama. Like that shit was like, goddamn. Yeah. So it was like when I learned that technique, I just took that and ran with it.
That's fire.
So
I was gonna say, so do you random? Do you fuck with poetry?
So I used to. Yeah, that's what it was in high school, because I didn't have it wasn't no a million producers like it is these days. So it's like either I'm making the beats or my dad's making the beats or my dad's homies who's coming into the studio making beats. And a lot of times I didn't have beats, so I'm just writing down lyrics and then just making it poetry. And then I took a creative writing class in high school. Well, it's like an English class, but she turned it into like a creative writing class because it's our senior year. We don't really need to learn English no more. So we're just writing poems and writing short stories and shit like that. So
that's fire.
Yeah,
shout out to that.
Miss James, thanks God.
Miss James, shout out Miss James. That's fire, honestly.
She's going crazy.
That's going crazy. Miss James going crazy.
You know what's crazy? Like I remember, I think it was in middle school. We had like a pretty young teacher, and we were introducing like poetry, and she brought Tupac into the classroom where I was just like, yo, like who does that? And I think that's what's cool about hip hop.
Those are the teachers that deserve the raise, for sure. Not someone that's just throwing some shit up on fucking. You know what I mean? Like actually teaching shit.
So you said that your dad was kind of your biggest critic. Yeah, I was at the show that when you the other day. Yeah. And you said that your twin brother was.
Oh, he is now.
He's now the main critic.
Yeah. So my dad is like a fan now.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do no
that's
wrong.
so dope though.
A fan now.
That's the best.
So my twin bro, he's like, nigga, this shit weak. I'm like, bro, like that's hot. Like it's hot.
You're like, I could have taken some constructive criticism, but thanks.
I got like a small group of people that I send songs to.
Yeah.
And he one of the first people I sent it to. I know the song is dope whether he responds or not.
Oh, so he just he don't even say nothing.
Like he won't say a word, and I'm like, yo, like this is. I thought this was hard.
Yeah.
Give me a couple days, and them couple days never come. So,
I was gonna say sometimes you know that like when you listen to shit like off rip, sometimes it don't like hit, and then you like maybe like 2 days
sometimes you need the moment too or something, and then it hits right.
But I feel like as an artist that's on a come up, you don't get that second chance. I feel like a Kendrick, a Cole, a Kanye, they gonna get that second listen. A Drake is gonna get that second listen.
That's true.
But if it's an artist that you never heard of, you got one, maybe 2 songs. Like if I'm trying to put you on, like, hey, this is Brick Wall, bro. I'm trying to put you on a brick wall. B, listen to Brick Wall, and I play a song, you're like, nah. Right, let me play track 2, and you're like, nah, you never gonna go back and listen to Brick Wall. But if I play Brick Wall and the first song is a hitter, you're like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, so that's
you're like, what's the next one? What's the next one?
So that's how I be.
So I got a random question for you. How many seconds does a new up and coming artist have? Like in your book?
At
7.
At max.
Yeah. At max. How many seconds do they have to?
I would say like maybe 6, 7 total. Like if I see 3 songs or whatever, I'm gonna click maybe and give it like 30 to a minute. And sometimes even if the verse is weak, I get to the chorus or the second verse to see.
See, I feel like that's too long. I don't even. I mean,
You know,
bro, if you don't get me off the rip, like
realistically, you need to grab them in like 30 seconds.
Shit, I say 5.
Yeah.
5
Wow.
5 to 7.
I don't know.
Bro, you can hear like. Obviously, if it's just like if it's a new artist that you're trying to give a chance, cool, you're gonna listen to the song. But if it's like a random somebody that just come on, like you giving it about 7 seconds.
But it is a great point because my boy said this too. He was like, bro, it's only because like, and I fucked with the song, the Keem and Kendrick one, but like he's
Family
like, bro,
Ties?
yeah, he was like, if anyone else was on a track like going, top of the morning, let's get this shit. Let's like he was like
that's Range Brother.
Yeah, true. That's Rangel.
Oh, okay, I didn't even know that. But he was saying even if someone like came up out of nowhere and just did that, like he was saying like he'd be like, bro, what is this? But the fact that it's Kendrick, and the platform that he has, it's like he said, he can do brick walls or whatever because he is that artist. You know what I'm saying?
That, but I don't know. I mean, I don't. Something about that, like that top of the morning.
I was just using that as an example.
With it though.
Yeah.
Even if it was like
for
a random artist.
For me, like I said, I fucked with it. It was one of my boys that said it in the whip, and I was like, oh, that's a good point. I get what you're saying. Is that like if someone just came out and did that shit, like some other people wouldn't gravitate it as much because it's Kendrick.
I think when I was listening to that song, I realized that we all know that Kendrick is much smarter than he presents himself to be.
Yeah.
So I think like even on that song, like he referenced the "Bring Me That," you know what I'm saying? Like he did that, and I was like, okay, cool. What if he doing this on purpose? Like, what if he knew, like, yo, I'm trying to get something that's gonna go make TikTok go crazy?
Yeah.
Would that not be even more genius?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
I'm sure. I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's marketing.
Yeah.
That's what, you already know they got that shit on lock.
Yeah.
Him, Ye, all of them.
And then to touch base on that too, because sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
But when you're getting in college and stuff, and you're kind of taking it serious with Jay Hurt and Elijah and all that, when was it? Because I really fuck with your artistry on the way you like present albums and how you lay it out. Because I think like the way you've done it in the past, even just with the one that you just dropped with like This Is Not an EP, like just your artistic level on that stuff. Like when did that start coming into play for you? Was that like in finding your sound? You know what I mean? Yeah,
I think that was all after Ignorance. I think for me, like a body of work is everything. I think kind of just going against the wave. I think every artist right now is I gotta give them singles. Single. And I'm like, yo, the reason why I fell in love with this was bodies of work. And I think that's what that's what stands the test of time. Like we all love Drake, but we can't go and be like, oh, name 10 Drake singles that wasn't on an album. I don't think we could. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We love Drake, but we can name. You probably that never made it to an album, but but we know every single one of Drake's albums in chronological order. Yeah. So it's like I think even though we in a single age, we know what it means to put a body of work together.
And I can definitely see that in your creative process because even like with A Minute of Your Time, like the act 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them 1 minute coming to 5. Like I just thought that was dope. Yeah. And then the way it flowed out and the sound on each track was different, and it did present a body of work in just 5 minutes. Yeah. Which I think is fucking genius. I thought it was dope as hell when you released that. And then the same with Idols. And how you kind of created that concept. Because when Ro was telling me about it, I'm like, this is fire. Like taking like the Cole and Kendrick and Drake influences, and then you had the one track that said Katori next to it, and it's like, now this is me. This is how I'm presenting myself. Like I just think that's a dope way how you do your creative process. So I just wanted to applaud you on that.
Thank
and
you.
Kind of dive in and see if you can give any tips on people, like if it's just finding yourself and you know what I mean, process of elimination, or is it just like it kind of just clicked for you?
I think for me, with A Minute of Your Time, to tell the truth, I have realized the success of the Armani record, and a lot of people didn't even watch it on YouTube. Everybody just watched a minute clip on Instagram. Yeah. So I was like, yo, why not make a whole EP that's just a minute clip that I can make the whole EP be available on Instagram? And this is before the TikToks and anything like where you can take someone's video and put it on your own profile. You wasn't just sharing it to your story. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, cool. Let's make something about that. And then what really influenced that idea was the first track, I forget the name of the track, but the Armani Part 2, I wrote the song and I didn't have nothing left, and it was actually a minute long. And I'm like, this is a song. Why don't I just do this shit 4 more times? It's literally just a minute worth of time. So I'm like, yo, like that, I'm gonna run with that. And then like when I was signed to Capitol, that's the first project that I actually did for Capitol. So when I was signed to Capitol, they got behind it, and I'm like, yo, we gonna do 5 videos. We're gonna release that
That's
shit.
hard.
One video a day for a whole week and just go. Like the biggest platform at the time, like World Star was like the biggest thing on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we're gonna go to World Star. We're gonna go to fucking @rap. We're gonna go every day at the same time for a week straight, and we're gonna give people these videos, and it was successful. It really worked.
Yeah, that rollout was dope.
I think that's genius too, just because people's attention spans are so short.
Yeah.
So kind of touching back to the point where it's like how
so fucked up though, man.
it is super fucked up because it goes back to the point of him saying that like bodies of work is what made him fall in love with it. And like I always say, I like a complete project. Like singles are cool, but a whole project is dope.
Like that Don Toliver.
And
Haven't listened to it.
And do you think bodies of work even hold how they used to? You know what I'm saying?
I think if it's a great project, it will. Like
I think for like us though, like, but like think about the youth and like who's kind of driving this shit now.
I think
And
longevity.
streams.
If you want longevity,
Yeah.
Like I say this, and I know this might come with a little bit of friction, but I think Lil Nas X is gonna be here a long time because he knows how to put together albums. Like the Montego album and then that 7 EP. Like that's a great body of work beyond what he stands for, beyond his sexual orientation. He knows how to make great records,
makes songs, bro. Yeah,
like it's really great records.
Most of these singles that he's put out have been like top 10 on the Billboard charts.
Yeah.
And it's like
no, I listened to his album and it's a good body of work.
It's a
Like
great
there's
body of
that track on there, the Dead Right Now, bro.
Yeah.
When I first played that, I'm like, this shit's hard as fuck. Like I can't lie. Like he understands it, bro.
So even like you said, like Lil Nas X, but even like for example, like the youth, like they fuck with Lil Uzi Vert, they like Playboy Cardi.
Everything short attention span, like
but
it's like just like rocking.
Yeah, but it's like what's Playboy Cardi's album, Die Lit?
Yeah,
everyone's like
that was
classic.
his biggest album.
That shit was fire.
And that's that's
a body of work.
the youth, and that's a body of work. So I think yes, bodies of work will continue to carry music.
Yeah,
it's just that people like they just want to put singles out. They want to put singles out. They want to put singles out
because they want to pop.
Yeah,
like, I mean, it's, at the end of the day, right now, it's like you said, it's such a fast market.
Yeah,
everything is it's just like fucking houses.
Yeah, but even the youth loves Kendrick. But if Kendrick was to drop a single and then disappear for another 2 years, we'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
we literally want a body of work from him.
Yeah, facts.
So
and I don't think
he ain't dropped since then.
Yeah,
so 4 years. Yeah.
Except
it's
for the
supposed to be coming up.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be coming up.
I don't know, man. I think he.
Well,
I think he trying to be.
Didn't he say he's dropping his last TDE album?
Yeah.
Nah, it's in the works for sure.
Yeah, it's in the works because he did that whole like He did that whole like link to like a website thing, and then
I thought that was just for TDE.
I think he's dropping some shit for sure.
Yeah, I think he's gonna drop soon. Which hopefully that'd be dope. I mean, that'd be fucking
I would love
perfect.
to hear it, bro.
That would be
we getting
cool.
albums from all the goats this year, apparently, bro.
I don't think it's gonna drop this year. I don't think he's gonna check album this year.
I think it's 2020.
Might be next year.
Yeah.
So K Dot, we
Like
still need it.
like January
Whenever it comes, we need it. As long as it's coming.
Yeah.
I won't rush it.
Yeah. I'll be patient. I seen something that was like, it was actually speaking on his verses on the Baby Keem stuff, and it was talking about how he no longer has anything to prove, so this next album might be extremely creative.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Which
have
is
like,
dope.
I'm the best ever. Like he already proved that 3 albums ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think
That's
now
such a
he just
flex.
might just literally, it is a flex. Right?
Like what the fuck?
Now he just literally might be like, all right, cool.
He's
just
like,
gonna
I'm doing
create
this shit
whatever
for
the fuck I wanna
sport.
create.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that's why I thought he started putting Baby Keem. Obviously, his cousin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he kind of just started hopping on his tracks
But
and doing
see,
whatever.
I think that's why he also did the PJ Lang thing, where it's like now he's not just a rapper; he's a whole creative, right?
Yeah.
Now he has this umbrella where, I think he directed, or him and Dave Free directed, like ads for Calvin Klein or something like that. So
Oh,
it's like-
really?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
So like that's why I think
So
that
he's diving in different realms.
Yeah, so now
You
I
didn't see the ads?
nah.
they were
Bro,
they were
tight.
dope.
Really?
They were tight as fuck.
It was
I've
like
never seen
it was imagine like clips out of a movie, but they were like a minute long.
Yeah.
it was
Well, I
dope.
mean, bro, that Family Ties video is unreal.
all his videos
just
are insane.
stupid. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, who thought of this? Like, how?
So I used to be a hater.
Let's hear it.
I'm gonna tell you. I used to be a hater on To Pimp a Butterfly.
Wow.
Okay.
That shit
I still don't
is
like it.
so,
Who said who said that?
bro.
I didn't
That
say
shit
it.
is
Me.
like low key remarkable, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that shit
But
is
see, that's the
retarded.
thing
It
with
shows-
albums and bodies of work is sometimes it needs time. Like people
Yeah.
wrote off 808s and Heartbreak and called it trash, and then Rolling
I
Stone
never
named it
said
one of
that.
the most
Yeah, that never
important
came out.
albums
Never came out
ever.
wrong.
A lot of people said that.
A
though.
lot of people said that though. It's like even me, like, because Graduation came out before that. I
Yeah.
was just like, how are we from here to here? But then
'Cause
you
you
know,
gotta look at what happened
I
in his
go,
life.
yeah. But now you go back and listen to that, and you're like, dude was so ahead of
Yeah.
everyone, and he had the Daft Punk's in there. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't him, but I'm saying he just caught a sound in a whole different realm of everyone else, so it was different when you heard it.
Yeah.
So To Pimp a Butterfly ages really well, for sure.
Y'all might, like, I don't know, I just got this thought in my head. Y'all might disagree. Y'all might agree. Do you think Ye started the depressed music?
No.
Nah.
In hip hop,
Like in hip hop. I'm talking about in hip hop though.
Nah.
Depressed?
Alright,
I would
so
say
like,
Eminem, kind of, right?
So I'm just. So I like seen this tweet. It was like hilarious or whatever. It was like, I grew up on drug dealers' music. You grew up on drug users' music.
yeah.
And I'm like, okay, when did that transition start?
True.
And that's why I thought.
True.
That's why I said Kanye, because that's when his mom. I mean, obviously he wasn't on no drugs or anything, but that's like when his mom died. And that's when all the sounds started getting real sonic-y. And
I can't say it was Kanye.
I don't
Even
think
if
even
so,
a drug.
I'd say like Cudi before Kanye kind of gave that like sad boy stoner, like
that was
I'm
also
depressed
after.
and
That was
anxiety.
That was after 808.
Yeah. I mean, he had his mixtapes out.
Cudi came out.
But
09.
Cudi's on 808s. And then Cudi dropped what, Man on the Moon 1 after 808s?
Man on the Moon, or it was Cudi, or hold on. Man on the Moon was 09.
I think.
And then 808s was, I think, 06.
08?
06
06?
or 06 or 08.
Yeah, 808s is definitely like 08, 07.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 2008 for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
It wasn't that-
I feel like
that
Cudi kind of really grasped that sound and market of like,
I mean, the market,
sad
for sure.
boy stoners, like not sad boy. No, because Cudi's a legend. I love Cudi.
Yeah.
But like just that sound of like that, like literally all of Cudi's songs for the most part are about rapping about how he's sad and lonely and like depression and how he goes through it no matter what.
So look what I said. Was that the transition?
I don't know. That's why I'm trying to. I'm speaking my thoughts.
I don't think it was a transition because we had a whole era way after that where, let's just say 2010 to 2014, where it was all about lyrical rap, where we had the Wale's, the Big Sean's, the Kendricks, the Coles, the whoever's.
Yeah,
So I think that if that did start there, it took a long pause. Like it was a long.
I mean, people hated it.
Yeah, maybe. But I think the where you talking about the drug user music, like that's 2016. Like that's the Young Thugs, that's the Futures, that's the Lil Uzis. That's when that thing, when those artists pop off, that's how we get to this. And I think that's where we are now. It's kind of still on the tailcoat of
Triple X would have been crazy.
Bro, he was so hard, bro.
Yeah.
He was so hard, bro.
Hard, bro.
He was
depressed as fuck when
crazy.
that nigga got killed, man.
Yeah.
That shit fucked me up.
Even with Juice WRLD, bro, like Juice WRLD is extremely talented, bro.
Yeah.
Like that man could freestyle rap for sure, his ass off forever, like not stop.
I feel like XXX would have been legendary though.
Yeah.
I just listened to him and the way he put together songs. Like I feel like
ridiculous.
he had another level in him that
Oh, it was
he would
crazy.
definitely touched.
Yeah.
His
You know what I'm saying?
songwriting was crazy. The way that he was able to evoke emotion through his lyrics is crazy.
His writing process too.
Yeah.
A lot of the records he cut were like first 1, 2, 3 takes. He didn't want to do more. He's like, this is my emotion, and now I'm dropping it like this, which I think is like when you're touching someone's emotions too, which is so huge. Like you said it earlier, like, are you just saying some shit cool, or are you making people really hear you and gravitate towards you? You know what I mean? Which is crucial. And X had that for sure.
Yeah.
I said it on one episode. Remember, I was talking about how you present it and flow. Like for real, Logic can rap his ass off.
Yeah.
But he doesn't present it in a way where you're like feeling it. You're just like, dude's just rapping. But like Kendrick raps his ass off, but you feel every track, every bar, every word. You know what I mean? It's just all about that. That all plays in the hand for sure.
Was it on here when we were talking about like kind of how like Wayne repeats lines?
Yeah.
Because he wants you to hear it. He wants you to understand it.
Yeah.
I love when rappers do that. Like, wait, did you just hear what I said?
But-
Let me say it again.
But think about it, like going back to creative writing or just writing in general, repetition, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's like one of those things where you want to make impact, so you just repeat it. So it's like you said, it's like if you miss it the first time, I'm gonna say it again because it's a fucking bar.
Yeah.
Like Jay-Z does. I feel like a lot of rappers do that. And like I always relate writing to rap because back to the topic that we were talking about of engaging people. Like in writing, you have to engage someone within the first paragraph or the first few sentences. So it's like you have to do that and apply all of the shit you learn in English class into rap, I think.
Yeah.
I just think that you have to do it.
No, 100%. And even with you, like, and because from the jump, like, and you touched base on it on the Armani track, like, when I first heard that and saw it, I was like, that shit gave me chills because it was like, whoa,
Yeah.
you felt it.
Yeah.
And even when you perform that record, it's like everyone shuts the fuck up and eyes are locked in on you because they're seeing it on stage. Like this is more than just music at this point. When some people relate to it, and it is just, it's a beautiful song, one and all around. Just the song itself and the beat and what it's about is beautiful. So it's like when you have stuff like that, I feel like it just becomes more than music, and that's when you're kind of hitting a different realm of things. You know what I mean? Because you had even said it after the show. He was like, "Damn, Katori's a great performer, bro. Like he gets you."
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, even Ro hit me the next day. He was just like, "Yo, I need you to give me my most harshest criticism of my performance yesterday." I was like, I'm not even gonna give you criticism. I was just like, look at Katori and the way as soon as he came out, it was boom, energy from the jump, and it was like, that's one of the things that I want to talk about. I was just like, how did you get to that point where you're just like so comfortable in performing? Because
good question.
The way that you performed and the way you managed the crowd, it seems like you've been doing this shit for years, and you've performed millions of shows. Like, how'd you get to that point?
I think it's always been, for me, is the mindset of you have everyone's attention, and not in a negative sense. I think everyone thinks, all eyes on me, let me curl up into a ball. I think it's the opposite for me. Like, all eyes on me, now let me show the fuck out.
Yeah, let's go crazy.
Let's go crazy.
Yeah.
So for me, I was just telling my girl this the other day. It's weird when I'm on stage, I don't see anybody. It's kind of like everybody's a blur.
Yeah,
like,
blur
all
out.
look
Wow.
like one mesh of people.
Yeah.
And unless I like lock in on one person, it's like everyone's just a mesh of people. So that's also like a helping thing. Like I don't really see people, and all I see, like I kind of like, I don't know if you notice, like on stage I close my eyes a lot. Like the Armani song, I close my eyes and I just see lyrics, or I see the energy like that. So that's I don't know. I can't really. I would like have to, like, if I was to help another artist, like, yo, all right, I looked at your set. This is what I think you should do more of. But when I'm up there, I don't even know what I'm doing until I see video footage. Because I get so lost in it.
Almost like black out in a way, just off of like emotion and energy.
It's a blackout, and it's not a fear thing. I don't think, like, the most fearful thing to me when it comes to music is like, all right, this the homie, I'm about to show him my shit. It's like,
I don't want him to think I'm whack.
Yeah.
But if it's like I'm showing my shit to 100 people and I'm just about to press play, I'm cool cucumber.
Yeah.
But if it's like one or two people, it's like,
It's because it's
this
like
ain't
your
that hard. He picked up his phone, he texted, he just called his girl, he stepped out. Like, damn.
Yeah.
But that, when it's a bunch of people, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people,
fire.
it's like, oh, it's just me and the homies. I'm gonna show the homies my shit
because they
and
feel
it's
more
easy for them.
comfortable.
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
But
I think I was gonna say it's probably because like your pops was your critic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your mirror too. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody
So you
else's opinion, I guess.
Everybody, fuck, I don't care about everybody else. Now if they like it, bet.
At one point, were you not performing to a lot of people, and like, how did you have that same energy at that point too, or?
Yeah, I think me on the stage is a whole different type of animal, and I say that simply because, like, when I'm on the stage, I know what I'm there to do. Like, y'all didn't get the chance to see how, like, meticulous I am about the show before the show starts. Like, when we was doing sound check, I'm like, nah, we gotta do it like this. When the show starts, nobody should be backstage that don't need to be backstage. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything before the show starts because I'm there. This is a business.
It's work.
I'm
It's
here
play.
to handle it, So that's how I go into it. Like, okay, cool, I'm here to perform. I see it like jumping on the fucking basketball court. Like, LeBron ain't finna be puffing stogies before the game. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Maybe J.R. Smith, but not LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
That man play golf now.
Yeah. So that's just the way I think about it. That's just the way I go about it. And I understand, like, when I look at, like, the other homies, like, I perform with, like, a lot of different people, and I think sometimes they get stage fright because they don't understand that these people are here because they love you and they're here to see you.
Yeah.
I love you and I want to see you. And it's like, okay, cool. They're going to fill you with love. Whether you like, one of the homies, like, he used to mess up on stage a lot and he would say, fuck. And I'm like, they don't know you messed up.
Yeah, just keep going.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I messed up with the Armani shit, but I didn't make it this big thing. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, okay, cool, I fucked up. The music went off. I'm still entertaining the crowd and shit like that because I realized these people, they all love me. They all paid their money, or they all use their time and the energy to come here. So let me just give these people a show.
As the saying goes,
fire.
the show goes on.
That's dope. It's fun.
That shit's a classic, bro. That shit's a classic, bro. That's like
The mindset.
that'll go down forever,
Bro,
for
I'm
sure.
telling you, like,
That's legendary.
After the show, like, I told Brandon, I'm like, yo, he's a good ass performer.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of hip hop artists or just rappers in general, they don't have that like repetition where they're in front of people performing. So when they're up there, they don't give that energy off to the crowd.
Yeah.
And that crowd doesn't give that energy back. So it's hard. Like you can be a self-critic and be like, I had a shitty show or something like that. But when you yourself are giving that energy to the crowd and that energy is giving it back, it's like, I had a sick ass show.
Yeah.
People were fucking with me.
Yeah.
It's also crucial to have a good body of work too, because you have a good body of work to really captivate people, fun shit, and then you bring the rap. So it's like no matter what, who's at your show, no matter what fan it is of a specific sound for you, because we all know this. Like some people love a specific sound from an artist. Only like you're touching base on all of those. So it's crucial to have a catalog of stuff and not just go to the show and do like 10 records that all sound the same. It's crucial for that. I think so. So that it's definitely well played.
I feel like you know, as a fan or as a, you know, someone going to shows, you know, you want that to be like a roller coaster, right?
100%.
It's a fucking ride.
Yeah.
And that's why like just Kanye shows are so great because that shit's a fucking almost it's a theater production.
It really is.
Hey, have you guys been to a Drake show before?
Yes.
Drake, I feel like Drake is a good performer too.
He is.
Yeah, like
some people don't like him, but I like him.
I went to his show at the MGM when he did the Migos tour.
Scorpion.
That was Scorpion tour.
Nah, it was something in Three Amigos. Drake and the Three Amigos. Or that one was that Scorpion too?
I think so.
Was it called Scorpion?
It wasn't called Scorpion. It was Drake and
it was
the
a
Three
supporting.
Amigos.
It was a supporting tour.
It was for Scorpion and then with the
but
Migos
that one,
opening up.
Bro, he went crazy, bro. He did this thing where he performed like 30 seconds of all his hit records, and I was like, dog.
With the floating Lamborghini.
Dog. Yeah,
which also, what? You have a floating Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Have you seen Drake live?
Yeah.
Which
bro.
one which show did you go to?
Which one was it? Was it
Summer 16?
Summer 16? Yep. Summer
I went to
16.
Summer 16 and I also went to what's it called? Fuck. The
Scorpion one?
the Scorpion one.
I seen him 3 times.
I don't know. He's good, but I wouldn't put him in like, damn, he's fucking great. You know
I think he gets your attention.
Travis
Scott.
Travis is fire.
Travis was supposed to perform at Day in Vegas, and I think that's when he hurt his foot.
Oh.
You know who like I wasn't that pleased with their performance. It was Kendrick, bro. I was so displeased. This is at Day in Vegas. I saw him at Day in Vegas, and the thing that made me displeased. This is when at the point where he was like hiding his face and shit.
Oh yeah.
That was the Damn tour. That was Damn era.
Yeah, this is right at the same year that Damn came out. So it's 2019. Well, Damn came out 2017, but like I saw him in 2019.
Yeah.
November something 2019, and he was like hiding his face the whole show. He was like real mellow and all this other shit. And I had just seen Cole the night before, and Cole had like, this is when he was doing, I forget the name of the shit that he was doing, but he had
For Your Eyes Only.
This is after For Your Eyes Only, but it was like
KOD?
he had like KOD. And he had like office workers on stage. He was acting like he was the president and shit. He had like people walking across the stage.
Production.
It looked like he was in the whole shit. And I was like, yo, like you can't really. Cole just did this yesterday, and then like you coming out here.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I'm a Kendrick over Cole guy every day.
Yeah.
But just to see Cole's performance and then this, I was like, damn, dad. Like, but you don't know what a person's really going through. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what's crazy? So I saw there was a Damn tour stop at Staples Center, and I saw him there, and I think that was the first run of the Damn tour, and the energy was crazy for that. And then he did a show he did like a full concert for the All-Star game when it was in LA. And the same thing, like I think it was the energy was just so down from when I saw him at the start of the tour. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, maybe it could have been burnout because he had been touring for a long time at that point. Yeah. But I was just like, damn, I was like, that was kind of disappointing. But the first time I saw him, he was good. And then I saw him for the Good Kid, Mad City tour as well. That one was dope. I also think that artists, when they do festival shows, I don't think you see the full capacity of their creativity as far as the stage and all that. Because, the lighting, all of it. Because
their own tour is different.
It's like one set, you know.
Yeah.
It's like an hour.
I saw Beyonce perform at a festival, and that was life-changing.
Coachella?
Yeah,
bro, I watched
it definitely depends on artists.
Yeah, but it is Beyonce though.
because I did see Kendrick
different.
for Damn,
Yeah.
and I saw that at Staples Center, and like that was insane.
Yeah.
And Travis opened up, like it was.
See,
It was a lot. So like that was so different than Kendrick at a festival for sure. And you performed at Day in Vegas,
Yeah,
right? That was when you were on the bill, which is dope.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
What was that
But
like?
the-
To
y'all
touch
was
on real
So
quick.
yeah, man, that shit was crazy. I've never performed in front of that many people before, but it was like a rise up and a letdown because I had went on after like Dreamville and Earth Gang. So they're like Dreamville and fucking Earth Gang.
Yeah.
So they brought out like they had Boz on stage and they had Kaz on stage and then it was Earth Gang set though. So I'm like, holy shit, I'm going on right after Earth Gang. This is gonna be tight.
Yeah.
But then at the same time I'm performing, Roddy is performing at the other stage. So
Roddy?
it was like
Shit.
thank God it was before the box. I wouldn't have had no fun. Like, this is like 2 months before the box. Like, but had it been post box, I probably would have performed in front of 10 people.
Damn.
Like, thank God. But yeah, Roddy got on stage like at the same time as me, but he was on a bigger stage.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like he was on A stage, I was on B stage. So it was dope. It was still like, I don't know,
How was
5,
the
7,
energy?
10,000. It was crazy. It was dope. That was the first time because I've done shows and I've done like tour. Like I went on tour with like Vince Staples and I've seen people know my lyrics. But that was the first time at Day in Vegas where I seen people know my lyrics.
That's such a good
It
feeling.
was like, yo,
bro.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, yo, like you know this shit? Like I don't even know you exist. No disrespect to no
Yeah,
fans.
no, for real.
Like, you are mouthing this face to face. Like I've done my own personal shows, like the one that y'all went to the other day.
Yeah.
That's real personal. A lot of them people got
Know
my
you.
number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, so to go in Vegas, I'm in a whole nother state. People flying across the country to come to this shit. And I perform in songs and motherfuckers are singing that shit. And I'm looking out in the crowd and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm taking, after I get off stage, like I go out and then people ask me to sign shit. I'm taking pictures with people and shit. And it's like, yo, what
That's
the
dope.
fuck?
That's fire. Is that kind of a feeling when you're like, damn, this is cool. Like I'm doing something. Like
Yeah.
kind of like not I made it, quote unquote, but like does it kind of take that feeling sometimes for you to be like, okay, I feel good. Like that felt good.
Yeah, that feeling is also it's like I said, it has its pluses and its minuses because you're always thinking, when is this feeling gonna stop?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
You're always thinking when the feeling gonna stop. But the thing, my new high right now is like when I play my music in the car, my daughter starts singing along. I'm like, oh, it's a hit.
Oh man, yeah, that's different.
Like,
That's
yeah.
different.
She's my number one now. Like,
Yeah.
if I can get her to bob her head and sing along to it, it's a hit.
Your daughter's about to be your biggest critic. She's
yeah.
gonna replace your brother.
Hopefully.
Just keeping it in the family too.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, right.
So the other day, this is random, but like the other day, I forget what song, but I'm saying the N-word all over. And she was like, Daddy, such and such N-word. I'm like,
Yo,
no. She's like, but you said it. I'm like, no.
You like,
I
oh
don't even
man.
know what to do.
You gotta give her the edited version.
edits.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to have a
clean
whole
version
edit.
for you.
Yeah.
Clean version for you.
A whole clean
I'm
version
gonna
of the
start naming them the
playlist.
Mia versions. It ain't
Yeah.
gonna be
the
Mia
Mia
version.
version.
The Mia version.
That's
So
hilarious.
random,
bro. I
random
love that.
question: when y'all were younger,
Mm-hmm.
did y'all have to have the edited version?
Nah, Pam was a real one. She gave me the explicits.
Man,
Nah.
my mom used to be like, "Make sure you get that clean." I'd be
We
like, "Damn."
We had the dirty, but we couldn't cuss in front of our parents. I remember like it was yesterday. My aunt, she was the first one to let us cuss singing in the car. It was the to the window.
Yeah.
So she was like, so we over here, we censoring ourselves. My
Yeah.
aunt stopped the car in the middle of the street. Like, y'all know this shit. Y'all better sing this shit. All four of us, me and all my three brothers. Oh, ski, my
That's hilarious.
in the
bro.
back seat. Oh, it was wild. It was wild.
Man,
That's
That shit
dope.
was wild.
Damn.
yeah,
Shout out
That's
to
a
my
time.
aunt. Yeah,
I hated
dog.
that shit. I used to be, you be like, bro,
Bro, back in the
what?
days, it was beeps, bro. It wasn't even
Bro,
silence.
yeah,
It
it
was
was beep.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
so you guys remember when Dr. Dre the next episode was on the
Yeah,
radio?
yeah.
Oh my god, I hated that version because they just like stopped every fucking other word. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, man, what the
Yeah.
fuck? The beat's tight, we get it, but like y'all are beeping
Now
every
artists
other word.
literally create two versions and
Yeah.
they
You
substitute
have to.
words.
You
Yeah,
have to.
because otherwise you can't. Otherwise it's gonna be that. And it's
Yeah.
like, it ruins the song.
It
Yeah.
is
It's
awful.
terrible. It is awful. I
It
hate
is
it.
terrible.
And
You-
like, I feel like, oh, sorry,
Go ahead.
I feel like rappers are even cussing even more now. So that
Oh,
shit would
yeah,
be
bro.
silent.
Man, bro.
That song would be fucking just a beat.
It's cuss words and perks.
Yeah.
That's all niggas talk about. It's perks and cuss words.
Yeah.
They love perks.
That's about to be an album. Someone's about to take that from you.
Yeah, that's actually a dope ass title.
We're
about to be someone. You better copyright that shit, bro.
Cool. I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want none of that.
It might be Future who does that album.
Man, the shit that's crazy about Future is how everybody like they'll try to blame shit on him like about the lean and shit. And he literally tell everybody like I don't
even do
this.
lean.
I don't do any of this anymore. I got kids.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I feel like a lot of people, a lot of fans or whatever, take what rappers say at face value.
That shit's so weird.
It is, because it's like my whole thing. Yes, you know, music you listen to for whatever you want, but I feel like a lot of music is there for entertainment.
Yeah.
And people don't see it as that. They want to see it as this is real life.
You got to think about yourself as a kid, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
for sure.
as a kid, when you were a kid, you believed Cash Money.
Yeah.
No cap.
You believe 50 Cent. Like, oh, he got shot 9 times. He really in the streets. Like,
Yeah.
they really out here.
Yeah.
So you got to think that these kids still had that perception. And then, like, the only way we got to dive into our favorite celebrities' lives as kids was what? MTV Cribs.
Yeah.
MTV Crib.
Maybe the $2 bill, MTV's $2 bill.
Yeah.
bill. And that's it. Now they get to see
Yeah. Their life.
you get to see their life, and then they perpetuate it on the internet.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If
that's very true.
even
I
though
get that.
Future may not be doing lean and stuff, he's now considered the toxic king. He has like every meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's toxic based on him, and then he's ran with that. I don't even think he started that. Like,
No, he didn't.
But he's ran with that. I saw him at Hard Summer this year. And were you there?
No, I didn't. But I saw like videos on Instagram, and like that was
The whole
his
background
thing.
was
it
all
memes?
toxic memes, like over and over
that's
and over.
hilarious. He's just
it's like,
owning that shit.
He's owning it now.
Yeah.
So it's like these kids are like, okay, cool. This person is talking about it on their music, and then my dive into their life, aka their Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, they're also on this toxicity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, I believe that.
Yeah.
So and I want to be like Trippie Redd or whoever fucking else. So I'm gonna do what
Yeah.
they do.
Well, and also sometimes I think about it too, and I did want to switch into this lane. I wonder if that's if that was just Future or maybe his like label driven or whoever. And
Nah,
do you
that
think
was
it was
really-
just him?
that was really
But
him.
his label was just like, yeah, run with this, go for it. This is gonna be.
They don't give a
this
fuck
is your
as long as
music.
it makes them money.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, also too, people don't be realizing. I mean, Future had a crazy run. That's why he's so hot. But
Yeah.
that man been out since like 2011.
Forever,
Yeah. Tony
bro.
Montana
Yeah,
and shit.
bro.
Motherfuckers
Tony
don't know.
Literally,
nothing.
Tony Montana.
Him and Drake.
Tony Montana.
He talked about that. He said he was off of lean and pills and shit on that record. That's why that record sounds like that. He said he was so high he couldn't open up his mouth.
That's
So it's
crazy.
Tony Montana. Like he talked about that in the
Wow.
interview. So,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I did
bro.
not know that.
yeah.
Damn,
That is
Future.
crazy. Even just the sound of that, even like with Kanye Through the Wire, just because of how it sounded,
Yeah.
and you know that his jaw is literally
Jaw
wired
wired.
shut.
Yeah, that was
It
hard.
just adds that grittiness.
That
You're
was
like,
hard.
"Ugh, this is fire.
But back to what you were saying, how like people or kids view these celebrities through like their Instagram,
Yeah.
and they have to keep up that image. I remember someone a long time ago told me like, "Yo, the rap game is just like wrestling.
Yeah.
They just have this image they have to uphold, and now because
Yeah.
it's a 24/7 job, they have to
Yeah.
live that life 24/7." And it's crazy that you
Yeah.
have to live that life 24/7, 365.
Yeah, I think I realized that about myself first before I realized that about another artist. Because somebody came, I was at I think I was in upstate New York. I was on tour with Vince, and like I was like super nice and goofy, talking, joking around with a fan. He was like, "Yo, I thought you were mean," and I'm like, "Why did you think that?" It's like, "Well, I thought you was always serious," and I'm like, "Yo,
Yeah.
bro, I'm goofy as fuck." Like,
That's hilarious.
I don't take shit serious. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I realized like I listened to my catalog, then I looked at my Instagram and was like, yo, I do look like I'm
Serious.
fucking
Like a
serious as
serious
fuck.
ass man.
Like just serious ass conscious artist. All I think about is conscious shit all day. Like
Yeah, nah.
No, 9 times of the day I'm thinking about some toxic shit.
Yeah.
I just don't rap about it.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So would you dime that as a good thing that your music is different from your personality, or do you think sometimes your personality should show a little more?
I feel like that's what I'm diving into. That's why you get the She projects and the idols and stuff like that to kind of show like, yo, I'm not just this hardcore shove lyrics down your face lyricist all the time.
Yeah.
Like, cause keep it honest, before Ignorance, before the Armani track, I was making more songs like She. Like that's the stuff I was making. But then after my brother passed, it was like I can't sing
Yeah.
I don't want to. I can't sing this emotion. I'm just
Yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit, it's working. Oh shit, I got signed from this shit. Oh shit, I'm making money from this shit.
Which is crazy.
I'm gonna keep doing this shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, cool. I've made some money. I'm okay. And it's like, okay, cool. What next? Okay, cool. Let me grow as an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think when you get to that level, and let's just say you are King Toxic, you may not see like, okay, cool, I need to grow anymore. The people love it. And now you got hundreds of millions of people that love you for your toxic person. I don't got 100 million people that love me for this hardcore lyrical shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think at this point in my career, it might be a crazy lyrical record that touched Billboard, or it might be some fun shit. You know what I'm saying? I still have the opportunity, but right now we don't want to hear no lyrical rap from Soulja Boy, because that's the brand that he's built. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
He might be really lyrical.
True.
We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah, we never got that side of it.
And even to go back to what we talked about earlier today, that's why we were all shocked. Like, why is Kendrick talking about top of the moon and top of the... Let's just say that's the shit he been wanting to fucking make.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like he had to uphold this image. You know what I'm saying? So...
And like you said, he's even now in the bag where he's like, I became the greatest 3 albums ago, so now I'm just gonna make some
now
shit. This could be the
fun.
scariest time for everyone, because he might really just
He might go crazy.
Exactly. That freedom is huge.
Yeah.
Which, and I wanted to touch base on this too with your story and how you got to Capitol.
Yeah.
All this stuff, and you left.
Yeah.
Now you're independent. So like, I feel like that's a roller coaster of a ride and emotions. So like, I mean, I feel like it's kind of every artist's dream when you start, especially Capitol.
Yeah.
For you, like West Coast, California, Capitol.
Yeah.
It's almost like a storytelling, you know what I mean, fit. And then it's like, wait, hold on, this is what this shit is? Like, nah, I'm good. So
Nah, it wasn't have nothing to do with fucking West Coast shit. They had they had the biggest bag, dog.
yeah, okay. So did you have a few different labels reaching out to you?
I had every label you can think of reached out, bro.
Wow.
Every label. I took so many meetings, and like it got down to the point to where Capitol and Atlantic was doing like a
bidding
war, right? But then Capitol was like, well, we'll give you we'll give you full creative control, and we won't do a master's deal. We'll do a license deal to where your masters, you never have to buy them back. We'll give them back when you leave the label. And
Wow.
we'll do, so my deal at Capitol was just, I owed them 10 singles.
Yeah.
And the singles, 96 seconds or more, so that a minute of your time shit didn't really count. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
So, long story short, I gave them that, and they considered that 3 singles. Even though it was 5 1-minute songs, they considered that 3 singles. So when I did, what was that after that? What was after that? I forget the name of the project. Stubborn.
Yeah.
That's why I had 7 tracks. So I fulfilled my deal with them. But it was labels like fucking Atlantic was offering 10 times what Capitol's offering. But they were offering what 10 times what Capitol's offering. But they were like 6 albums. I'm like,
damn.
nigga, Drake ain't even released 6 albums.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
You like locked
Like, this
in,
is
bro.
forever. And
that
then
could be like 10 years of your life.
yeah. So and then I kind of got in contact with Joyner and his people, his manager, and I was like, yo, what is it like at Atlantic? They was like, don't come over here, bro.
Wow.
Don't come over here, bro.
Wow.
That's why he ended up getting out of his deal.
Yeah.
So when they told me that, I'm like, okay, cool. So I was like, all right. I told my lawyer, my manager, all right, okay, cool. We're gonna run with Capitol. And then in the beginning with Capitol, when people are excited at the label, nigga, you walking on water. Like you could do anything. Like they down to do anything. But when you not walking on water no more, it's like you gonna do what we tell you to do.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's the difference. Like when you hot, you are flying. But when you simmer down, it's like, nah, we know what we doing.
Yeah.
Even though I got here because of what I was doing.
Yeah. They almost forget.
Yeah, so then everybody warned me about this. Like when you get signed to a label, they change people so much. So my A&R got changed, my product manager got changed, and then I really signed to Capitol because of No ID. And he was like, yo, you know who I am, you know what I'm capable of. He took me to a studio, he laid it all out, gave me all type of industry stories and shit like that. I'm like, yo, cool. And then him and Capitol had some friction. And when they have friction, it's like, damn, that leaves me in the dust. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I want to work with you, but
Yeah, that's No ID,
this.
bro. Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's this over here, and I'm like, damn, I'm just taking the L. So A&R gone, product manager gone. My old product manager was actually at the show. She still rock with me.
Okay.
And then No ID leaves. So now I got no ID. I got a whole new A&R, and I got a whole new product manager that don't give a fuck about her money. They don't give a fuck about a minute of your time. They don't care about none of that. It's all new people in there.
Yeah.
So we got to a point to where they weren't letting me release shit. They're like, yo, we need you to sound like this. And this is when Shoreline Mafia and Blueface were like the biggest thing on the West Coast at the time. And like, we kind of need this from you. And I'm like,
That's not me.
I'm not making that shit. Like, no disrespect to neither one of them.
Yeah,
but I'm like, I'm not making that shit. I'm not making that shit. I'm not making that shit. And when they told me that, I'm like, yo, I'm not making that shit. So I kept making the shit that I wanted. And then the label was like, we need a single. We need a single. We need a single. And I'm like, this is the single. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like the single that I wanted to make a single was Sometimes. They didn't believe in that record, and Sometimes is my biggest record to this day. And I'm like, yo, Sometimes and Run, like these, this is it.
Yeah, and Run's fire too, and Sometimes are bangers.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool. They wasn't fucking with it. They kept pushing it back because the way that I had designed it, because I got so much like attention from A Minute of Your Time. It was supposed to, my project was supposed to come out the week after. So A Minute of Your Time was not supposed to be its own entity. Stubborn was supposed to come out the week after. So it was like, I get all this hype on the internet. We go on the World Star every day. And a lot of people reposting it on their page. And then the next week I'm dropping a real project. They pushed it. I think I dropped A Minute of Your Time in November. And then that didn't come out to August. So that's like, not August, April. That's like 5 months later. You know what I'm saying? That y'all killed the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all made me simmer down.
Y'all made me simmer down. You know what I'm saying? But with the labels, it's like, we got to get all the paperwork. We got to do this right. We got to clear all the samples. I'm like, yo, I told y'all this is what I wanted to do. A Minute of Your Time is not its own entity. This is literally just promotion for this project.
Yeah.
And then when that happened, they threw, after that project came out, they threw me back in the studio, and I'm in the studio all the time with a bunch of producers. No disrespect, because some of them I fuck with them, but a bunch of producers that don't give a fuck about me. They're just there to get a check.
Yeah,
no
facts.
Disrespect. They were there to get a check, and it's like, yo, I really take this shit seriously, just like you. So if you come here, this is what it really is. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then time goes on. All right, cool. Now we're working on another project, and it just wasn't the move. It wasn't the move. And then thank God for the pandemic. Thank God for the pandemic, because at the top of the pandemic, everything froze. Nobody knew what to do. Labels is like, we ain't giving you money for videos. We ain't giving you money for this. We ain't giving you money for that. I'm like, okay, cool.
Perfect.
Cool. Okay, cool. Lawyer, tell us we out of this.
Yeah.
We already fulfilled the deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got out the deal clean. I don't owe them a dime.
Nice.
They don't got my masters. I got my publishing, all that shit.
He came out clean. He came out clean.
I gave y'all what y'all wanted, and at the end of the day, I still can keep my integrity as an artist, that I didn't bend, break, or fold. Because let's say I do make a song that was some Blueface shit or some Shoreline Mafia shit, I now have to live in that image.
Yeah, nope.
You know what I'm saying?
You never sold.
Too.
Yeah.
My fans will be confused too. I alienate my whole fan base, and now I'm touching on to people that don't know anything about Armani, anything about Many a Time, or anything about the shit that I really was talking about, or ignorance, or any of that. So I didn't want to do that, and like, I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna fly solo. And then I dropped Idols, and it ended up being like one of my biggest streaming projects. Right off the rip.
That's dope.
Like independent. That shit shocked the fuck out of me. Like, oh, there's people really listening. You know what I'm saying? And that just gave me the courage. Like, I'm just gonna keep doing this shit.
Yeah. And shout out to that. That was the first time
that's them real fans.
Ro got placed on Spotify playlist. Was from Hot Now.
Really?
Yeah. On an editorial playlist. That was the first time.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I bought a bottle of 1942.
I should have been invited.
I think I told him to hit you up. No bullshit. I was like, bro, I'm like, you gotta hit a Katori. We just finally got placed.
Yeah.
He's like, I know it's crazy. I'm like, I'm going about 1942. I don't give a fuck. He's like, bro, it's not that serious. I'm like, no, this is serious.
Yeah, that shit was amazing, man.
Yeah.
It was a good feeling.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying at the show too. Like, after the pandemic, I ain't performed in like 2 years because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
It's like, for all these people to still come out, you know what I'm saying?
True.
We were I think the capacity of the room was 200. We sold 170.
So
all we needed was 30 more people. We would have sold out. Like, that's crazy.
That's fire.
That's fire.
If it wasn't a vaccine mandate, we would have definitely.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because that's speculating everything now.
That's just
Yeah,
fucking everything.
100%.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hey, congrats, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
dope,
big,
bro.
man.
Congrats.
Yeah, that's all of us though. That's everybody that put their hands in on the show. Yeah, for sure.
And even so, hearing that story, I feel like it kind of all fell in place. Like, I feel like you kind of got what you needed from Capitol, even though there was some rocky points. It's like you kind of got out kind of clean in that situation, because it can go the complete opposite way. You know what I mean? So that's shit.
Yeah, man.
Definitely got an angel over you for sure. You know what I mean?
Some doors gotta close, bro, and you gotta open something else, man. That's literally my pops just told me that today.
And would you say to like any artists out there that do tune into this shit, like independently, like, are you just if another label came knocking now, right, with a different deal, whatever, would you, or are you like, bro, I'm gonna stick to the independent?
I'm on some independent shit. Like I said it on the song, independent. Like you go to the label to get to the bag, then go independent. That's what, if I want artists, any artist that's thinking about signing to a label, just realize it's a bag play. They're not gonna blow you up. They're not gonna make you bigger. They're not gonna get you no features. They're not gonna put you in the studio with all these big name producers. That's not how it works. I think we all look at labels like they got all the power, but this ain't the 70s no more, bro. A lot of these songs is being created in bedrooms. A lot of these producers is making it off of a cracked version of Fruity Loops on the old ass laptop, bro. Like some of these big name producers still got they Mac 12 right now, 2012, bro. Like, come on, bro. So it's like, what do you need a label for?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, labels don't even got that much pull on like editorial playlists.
Yeah, don't say on Spotify or none.
None of that. So what you go there for other than money?
Yeah.
Other than money, why would I go to a label? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, I'm cool. Yeah. I mean, if you offering a couple M's, we might can talk. You know what I'm saying? I could talk. But if it's some regular money, like taxes is gonna eat all of that.
Yeah.
Left with 100,000, that ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
For real, it really ain't.
It ain't.
It's not.
It's not.
So is that like the biggest lesson out of you being in that deal is just get the bag?
Yeah, my manager told me that though. That's what made me so. This all blew up. Like I had a day-to-day manager, my boy Cass. But when it all blew up, I didn't have nobody in industry. Like I still don't know a lot of people in the industry.
And shout out Cass too. He's a good ass dude.
My guy.
That English, that UK cat, man. He's a good dude.
London team.
Yeah, that London boy.
All right, so long story short, I didn't know anybody, and so I was taking meetings with like business managers, like that's in the industry, and I'm taking meetings with labels. And my man David Dan, he was like, when you go to a label, they don't give a fuck about you. You go there to get money. That's it. Yeah. And he was like, yo, I done it 100 times. You are a tax write-off. And if you look at yourself like that, then you will go there with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And
that's like, a gem, bro.
Yeah, I think a lot of us, we like us as humans, like we have this guilt complex or this loyalty complex to something that may not be good for us. Like we might be loyal to a job because I've been here for 4 years, but bro, you dropped dead.
I'm over here looking at this nigga influenced like, what's she saying? Hey, that happened for no reason, bro. I'm listening. I'm tuned in, bro.
So I think a lot of us like we have this loyalty, but the companies and businesses, they ain't loyal to us.
Man, facts. You know, it's crazy. I've always told people like you said, there's people like, yo, I fucking love where I work. I'm like, don't start hating that place. Not in the sense of like hating that place, but like the people that you work with are cool, whatever. But I was like, you're replaceable. You may think you're irreplaceable, but you're not. Replaceable. You're replaceable, and they will fire you in an instant if they could.
Easily. I was like,
I
have a lot of fun where I work. I like my job.
I have fun where I work too. My coworkers are cool and all that, but it's just like I always think as businesses and even record labels, they're soulless entities. They have no souls. You have to look at them that way.
Labels don't know either.
Back play.
Yeah, it's a back play.
So I'm here for a reason. I need to get paid. You need a service. We're here to exchange services.
Well, everything got a man. Even when you don't think there's like, oh no, I work for myself. It's like somehow, some way, when you work for a company, and you think you're the top dog. Nope, you're not. Probably another top dog. Bro. Like I guess what music is kind of one of those things. Maybe even fashion. Like if you really go out and set out an independent route, like you actually become the guy. You know what I mean? Like which is a beautiful thing, but it's like most of the time there's always another guy up, bro. It's crazy.
Hey, but when you go and do your independent thing, come with a lot.
Yeah.
You do everything. You do the marketing. You do all the services. You do
it is, bro.
You really ready for that.
Yeah. It is a full-on job.
One thing I think what two quotes that helped me with this independent shit was Nipsey and Kendrick. And the Kendrick quote is, "I want the credit if I'm winning or I'm losing."
Okay.
That's good.
And that shit right there was like, yo. That shit is like so profound because I think a lot of times when we go into this independent route or we at the workforce or we at a label, we can blame somebody. Like, nah, if I'm winning or I'm losing, I'm taking the credit. And not in a braggadocious way. If I'm losing, it's something that I did. If I win, it's something that I did. First. And then the Nipsey quote is, Big Boy was like, yo, like, how did you get here? How'd you get so successful? He was like, I just didn't quit. I went through every emotion. I just didn't quit. And I think when you think about that as an artist, and you're like, yo, I'm going through today I want to quit, but that's one of the emotions of going through it. Today I feel like this is too much on me. That's one of the emotions of going through it. Today I feel like I'm the best in the world. That's one of the emotions of going through it. Yeah. So I done went through every emotions. I just didn't quit. So those two, I just live by them for real.
Those are fire quotes to live by for sure. Yeah, honestly. Which
Man,
maybe
this
should.
man, he has influenced me. Like, man, you don't even know how
I was about to say, should we lean into the Jordan self-care tip for the episode, bro? Or like,
I mean, we can go ahead and do that. Yeah.
He might just
or you speechless? Because
I'm speechless, but you feel me? I can still do it.
All right. Yeah,
Hold
no,
up.
I'm just looking at our time.
Jordan might fucking start work tomorrow. I quit.
He gonna text me and be like,
Hey,
"Did
bro, y'all
Yo.
don't even-
Independent.
Man, my motherfucking mind is over here going crazy. Man. All right, so my self care.
Yeah, let's give it to him. Let's give it to him.
It's usually skin, but it's self care, man. Invest in yourself. Katori is showing me that I need to invest in myself. We all need to invest in ourselves
Facts.
a lot
Yeah.
more. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we got us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else got
Ain't
you.
nobody got you like
Ain't nobody
yourself,
got you
for
like
sure.
yourself, bro.
That's true.
Invest in yourself. Bro.
All of that, your mental, what you tell yourself, how you take care of yourself, all that
Nah,
stuff.
I do that.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, yeah.
But the other way, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of people do want to have that security for jobs. And
Yeah.
A lot of people do want to have that
Yeah,
validation. But
facts.
if you take credit for the wins and the losses, I mean, it's on you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Accountability.
Bro, and a lot of people hate taking that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Accountability is huge in
Huge.
anything,
it's
bro.
never a loss, bro. So
And people don't like talking about their
True.
accountability.
Yeah.
I'm
They don't
cool.
like those discussions.
I think it's a lot of growth in accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of growth in that.
Facts.
I think one thing that this independent journey has taught me, like, I think when, like, it is a lot of, you got to pull so many different strings, but it sharpens your sword so much. Like, you learn so much. Dog.
Yeah.
I've learned so much about a lot of different things to where now in a sense I'm self-sufficient.
Yeah.
And then even if I don't know how to do everything perfectly, like, I'm not the best video editor.
Yeah.
But if someone was to edit my videos, I can be like, yo, nah. Let's
Yeah.
change this.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's use
Yeah.
this lens. Let's use this camera. And I think that's the blessing in it. It's tiring for sure. It's lonely, but you learn so much.
So
It's
much.
not a
You
lot.
are the CEO at the end of the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I learned that when you learn all the skills, you'll never get finessed.
Yeah. Never.
That's very true.
You'll
Never
never get finessed.
Never.
Ever. Because you know the game.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
finesse.
Yeah.
That's about to be a shirt. No finesse.
No finesse. You learn the skills, you'll never get finesse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never get
That's
finessed.
very, very true.
Send one to my house. I need a shirt.
I got you, bro. Wolf, to send it to your corner too, just because we gotta start wrapping up here on the time in the episode. It goes by quick, bro. It's crazy that an hour flies by like that.
Crazy.
But you got a hot take this week?
Man, I don't. I just felt like this conversation was so good that I don't want to bring it down with the negative hot take.
What's your
You don't
take?
always have to have negative hot takes.
You can have a positive hot take, my boy.
A positive hot take.
All right, do your hot take on Donda or Certified Lover Boy.
Oh man.
Certified Lover Boy has no replay value, and Donda I just didn't really fuck with.
I love Donda,
bro.
and I love
Certified
Life
Lover
of
Boy?
a Don.
Life of a Don.
I'm trying to tell you,
Think Don Tolliver's that's the album for you?
Which I think is the best album. You think that's the best album of the year?
Bro.
I think Tyler the Creator got that in the
That's-
bag.
I feel you, bro.
in the bag.
I need you to just listen to that Don Tolliver, bro. I don't know what it is.
I'ma
I
listen
don't
to
know
it.
what it is. I've just been fucking with Tolliver for a while, but like it's
I
something
like
about that complete project
So you think it's
I'm
better
on
than
I'm on
Donda?
that Tyler train for the best album.
Better than Donda?
It's up there.
for what it is. I mean, like I'll keep telling y'all, Donda is a spiritual album, and
Yeah.
once again, and it wasn't for y'all or me. It was for
Yeah.
that nigga.
No, I love Donda.
It was for his.
I'm one of the people that actually loves like Come to Life, and we've talked about this. Is
That's the best song.
Yeah, I play that like almost every morning to start my day. I love that sound.
Yeah.
And I just feel like Kanye kind of really touched base on a lot of shit on that album. Like it's a great Kanye album, in my opinion. Certified Lover Boy, on the other hand, I think is getting way too much hate.
Bro,
I've talked to many people about this. There's classics on that album still.
You can't tell me one.
Yes.
Besides Pipe Down, you're gonna say Pipe Down.
That's
Yeah.
not
Well, Pipe Down is the best on that.
It's straight.
Look, I think sometimes when you're living in the
TSU
moment,
is crazy.
TSU, crazy.
Crazy. It's because
Pipe
of
Down's
Metro.
good.
Because of Metro, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
Race My Mind.
Race My Mind is good.
But I haven't listened to it in 2 weeks. I'm gonna just tell you that I ain't going back. to it in
I've
2
only
weeks.
listened to CLB one time, but I've also only listened to Donda one time.
Okay, so you did the one on one.
I've listened to Tyler like 20 times.
Yo, that
Okay.
Tyler's album is his album is better than those two, in my
I agree.
opinion. And I think Tyler's album was better than Cole's album. No disrespect.
Yeah.
to
I
Cole.
agree on that too. But
Yeah.
his Cole show's been looking crazy though. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
that's the
It
thing.
is Cole
His
though.
show-
Bro,
his
and
show's
albums
been
and music
crazy.
are so weird too. Just sometimes it maybe takes a live show or like a month or two to go by. That's what I'm saying. People are always so quick to judge and be like, nah, I don't want this.
Like
CLB and Donda have been out for longer than a month, though.
Yeah.
Both
and they're
of them.
just like, CLB was just like, I know how to do this and I know how to get your attention.
CLB is like any other Drake album. There was no new sound he introduced. There was no new flow he introduced. I just think it was nothing new.
I think Drake is the epitome. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
He's a formula rapper.
But I seen some shit where it was talking about every different generation has gotten the same Drake, but in a different generation. So the new 14 to 17-year-old kids is probably re-falling in love with Drake the way we did when we heard So Far Gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that feeling that it gave us, CLB might be giving these kids that feeling over trap beats and a different sound. You know what I'm saying? So
I've always pushed that Drake's not the artist that does some crazy different artistic shit. Like he's not Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
I just wanted to be better.
I think he gets. I mean, if you listen to for me at least, the lyrics and the raps have gotten better on each album. Like he's more sophisticated each album and more precise on each album with the raps per se.
He's 35 now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm saying, but also like, what is he like? We said, what does he have to prove a rap about? You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna continue to sound like this because he's done it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
He's almost dimed himself, and you know it's all opinionated based.
I do think if Drake gives us another album, it would sound different. Because I think he's gonna see that this one didn't have that type of success.
I think this might push him to do something because it didn't do.
Sure.
And what's crazy is it still did just fine. It still broke every record.
The reason why it's gonna break every record is because he's gonna get on every playlist on every streaming platform. He's gonna have damn near the whole album. It's because it's Drake.
Yeah, facts.
Like that's what I had this discussion a long time ago, but then Drake changed my mind. But I was like, is Drake really that dope, or do we just love Drake? Does it make sense? Yeah. Like, is he really like, yo, these songs are hits, or is it like, well, it's Drake?
Well, I think,
but and then I think he changed that for me. I forget. What was the album he did before he did this the Dark Lane shit? What was the name of that? Scorpion. Yeah. And when he did the two sides, I'm like, okay, cool. He really is. He really is Drake. Like,
see, I like that question a lot. First of all, because it's like we do love Drake because of course he's gonna put out hits, and like I said, that's how I feel about CLB. He's like 21 hits of I already know I got you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Shit, but like, times did I actually say Drake?
I don't know. Ray Mark was gonna get us.
I'm just gonna take one.
The Scorpion.
I got a Drake meter
because it's like
he has met the Drake meter.
Yeah, I think I might have said it 5 times.
You definitely said it 5 times.
All right, I'll take one.
I'm weak.
Yeah, I think Drake's a generational artist, like you said. Like now we have these 17, 13, whatever year old kids. You know, their parents are probably listening to it in the car, and so it's like that thing when they're 20 something or whatever. Yo, my mom used to play this in the car, so it's going to be nostalgic for them at this point in time. So
them 13, 17-year-olds, they love Lil Uzi.
That's very true.
I think
all generational, kind of in a way.
My thoughts on him. I think he could be a better artist in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
Lil Uzi?
Yeah.
I don't really pay attention to him, to be honest.
I think I've tried to tap in, and I realized that he has you know, like how Young Thug has his own thing, but he's really great at that thing. I feel like Uzi has hints of that, but I feel like he hasn't tapped into it. And I feel like he is
almost
one of those
like
artists.
You think he doesn't like care enough, or you think he just hasn't
know him personally
found
to tell him he care enough, but I think he hasn't found it. Like I think Young Thug found it and changed hip hop so much in a sense.
Facts.
Like, and like the same thing like the way that Future has changed hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
so many people have had their hand in hip hop.
Yeah, but I feel like Young Thug is he's really different, bro.
He's different.
No, Thug
really
is
different.
of course
I don't
very
even
different.
rock with Thug like that.
Okay,
bro. He's different.
Question. So out of, I think the most influential hip hop album in the last 20 years has been 808s and Heartbreaks. After that, what do you think pushed the sound to where, into a different space?
I think push the sound into, we're gonna say 808s and Heartbreaks, and I think what changed hip hop a lot was Drake's So Far Gone, and then going into Thank Me Later. I think the fact that we saw like, okay, cool, you can rap and be this hardcore rapper and then be this soft as Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Drake was really rapping. Like he can rap. Like
he can still rap.
Drake can really rap, bro. And like I think
no friends in the industry is hard.
Bro, no friends in the industry was disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
I even think 7 a.m. on Brittle Path, or however you say
7 a.m. on Bridal Path.
That one was hard too. But
bro, you know who had one of the hardest verses this year? I don't think we give enough credit. Jay-Z's verse on Jail, bro. Somebody broke that down, and I was like, bro,
Jail is just. That shit gives me goosebumps when I first heard it.
That is so catchy too.
Yeah. Did y'all catch that line when Jay was like, "I prayed 5 times a day. That's a felony."
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like, he was talking about he prays, he fell to his knees. I was like, all right, I quit.
Yeah.
I don't want to rap anymore. He's too good.
And for the comparison though, I feel like sometimes what Drake be rapping about too kind of goes over people's heads. When you play it back, you're like, oh shit, that was hard.
Some of the stuff I was too immature to understand, and then you go back and you like.
Same with Jay. Wow. Like I was young when Jay was coming up. Now when you go back to those albums, you're like, damn. Dude, you know what I mean?
Blueprint 1.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, when people ask me what's my favorite Jay album, Jay's my favorite rapper of all time.
Same.
But when people tell me, like, ask me what's your favorite Jay-Z album, for me it's always Reasonable Doubt and then Blueprint. The Reasonable Doubt, it's like, for me, it's like Jay underdog. When you're feeling like an underdog, that was him. And then Blueprint was like, I'm here.
The Blueprint.
Yeah.
And then the Black Album was like,
I was literally going to say Black Album. Black Album.
Yeah.
Like,
I think what I listened to, so I went back and listened to Reasonable Doubt. Jay-Z was already on the same shit that he's on.
Facts.
Bro. Like when he talking about the way he spends his money, the way he's building his business and all this other shit, he was already on that.
What does he say? He's like, I'm spending so much game for $9.99 or something. I forgot the lyric. I'm terrible.
Oh yeah. He's talking about this. I don't even want to misquote
it's
it.
It's on Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah.
I feel like I disrespected the GOAT by saying that. But
it's Reasonable Doubt though. So.
Yeah,
we was like teeny bops when that came out.
Okay,
yeah,
96.
Teeny bops.
I mean, I was gonna say, bro used to have like, they said Hov used to have piranhas at the crib. Like, he like cases of piranhas in the crib.
That's
like,
crazy,
bro.
Because he really been doing this shit. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get on 26 and everybody's like, oh, like, it's late.
Yeah,
like, that nigga was really in the game in the streets.
Man, what just like Jay has so many memorable lyrics, but one of my favorite ones is 9 to 5 is how you survive. I ain't trying to survive. I'm trying to live it to the limit and love it a lot. I heard that the first time and I was just like, oh my God. Yeah. Holy shit. My mind just blew.
And for the Jay-Z level, it was the Black Album for me, bro. Yeah. I feel like Jay really just
that's when he was supposed to retire.
Yeah. Like if he left I'm retired.
If he left the game at that point, that's like, yo, you fucking left and you did the Black Album. Holy shit.
Crazy.
10 albums.
But I mean, the Black Album to me was like kind of like, I feel like when he like, it was just like Jay-Z like kind of really almost, it could have been the album he left on because he really didn't have much to do after that.
He didn't have anything to prove.
He said everything he wanted. He gave you every sound. Like, oh, you think I'm just here? I'm going to do this type of sound and album. You know what I mean? And top to bottom, that album, it's flawless.
What's your favorite song on that album?
I'd really have to look at the track list, bro.
Allure.
I can't give you.
Allure?
Allure, yeah.
I don't know.
I'd have to look at the track list.
Damn.
You know what's crazy?
Song.
I've never I can't go back and be like, okay, cool, this is my favorite Jay-Z album.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I talk about my favorite albums, the only album that's older than me that I say is like favorites is like Pac, All Eyes on Me, because I grew up off of that. And then Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Like those albums was when I was 8, 9, 6, whatever. But I went back and was like, holy shit. I'll tell you the truth, bro. I didn't listen to the whole Miseducation of Lauryn Hill until after Good Kid, Mad City dropped.
Word.
Because when I heard Good Kid, Mad City, and I'm like, this has so much Lauryn Hill influence, and I just heard it so much. I'm like, yo, like, and then I went back and listened to it, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. And this is when Cole was doing those Truly Yours EPs. Remember those joints?
Yeah, I remember the Truly Yours.
Like, yo, like this is it. Her influence of what she did. Like she literally dropped one album, like fucking. What's the name of that character? Fucking. His name is Aang, but what is it? The Last Airbender. What's his name?
Oh yeah,
Avatar. Yeah, he needed the most. He disappeared. Like that's how I feel about fucking Lauryn Hill. Like,
she fucking came in.
She came in and was like,
and then
she dropped one debut and was like,
I'm out.
Bye.
To answer your question earlier, I mean, and I have to. It's just the hardest shit ever, bro. Public service announcement.
Oh yeah, dun, dun, dun,
Yeah. Everything about that record to me is like that's rap.
Damn.
Like,
Is that Rick Rubin that produced that?
I don't know.
That was just
number
Blaze.
3 is
Just
What
Blaze?
More Can I Say?
What more can I say?
Which is
That's my
it's a
favorite.
tie between
That might
those
be
two.
it.
Yeah.
But now that's the rap in me. But for me, the Change Clothes is a absolute
Yeah.
timeless.
You know what?
Jay's really in his bag and just showing you that, like, bro, I can do anything.
You know what?
Lucifer is
You
fucking.
know who? You
For
know
real.
why? There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. But I'm saying, like, for me, like, and I should have said it off rip too, but I really sometimes when I like want to say like kind of a commercial record as my favorite,
Yeah.
I hesitate because I'm like, wait, is there something like,
Yeah.
no, Public Service Announcement, hands down,
All
was
right.
my favorite
All
track.
right, question
off
for
that.
everybody. What's y'all top 5 albums?
Top 5 albums.
I got asked this at another interview and it was like
Damn.
crazy. I had to
I just
really
take,
say-
it's like I really,
like yeah.
I think I take it too serious because I really start diving in, and
Yeah.
I can't. Like it's
Yeah.
too much for me.
I don't got no order, but I got my 5.
I got a couple.
4. For
Let's
sure.
hear your first.
So it's no order.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna say, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay,
Oh,
I already
okay.
have one.
All Eyes
You
on
took
Me.
mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Miseducation, Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Good Kid, Mad City, and then the rest of the world's bullshit after that. Like those 4 though. Those 4 are like
He took mine.
Damn.
yeah, like that. That's
Good
like,
Kid,
What are your
Good
5?
Kid, Mad City.
Damn, for
Get
real?
Rich or Die Trying. Blueprint for sure for me. And this might throw y'all off a little bit. La Bella Mafia. Lil Kim.
Wow.
I've never even heard that album.
Tap in.
Yeah.
She
Tap
had
in.
bars.
Yeah,
Bars.
I know she had bars.
Hey,
5
listen,
hip-hop
When I
albums,
tell
bro.
you the Missy Elliott influence on that,
Damn.
like that's when Missy was going crazy and Lil Kim was going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like
Okay.
her best album.
In
I ain't
in
gonna
no
lie.
order,
Yeah.
mine are kind of all over the place. This
No,
is
that's
gonna be
fine.
really weird. Get Rich or Die Trying, I feel like everyone includes that. So yeah, that's in mine for sure. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I always say that it's my favorite Kanye album, and I think that's just one of the greatest sounding hip hop albums of all time.
Yeah.
I always include an Eminem album because I feel like he is monumental to at least
Go ahead.
Encore. No, not Encore. Sorry, what is it? Curtain Call.
Eminem show.
Eminem Show.
Yeah.
Curtain
Eminem
Call.
shows
With the
best.
red curtains.
Yeah.
Curtain, yeah.
Eminem Show.
Show.
That shit top to bottom is a fucking fire album
Yeah,
True.
with the
okay.
Dre production.
Well,
So I
Haley-
gotta include that. And just Eminem brought an incredible new sound to hip hop
Yeah.
that no one was doing. All right, so my last 2 would be so I got it's because for me, well, okay, so it's Take Care.
Whoa.
Take Care. Take Care. It's one of my favorite
Of all
albums.
time.
It's one of my favorite albums ever made.
Okay.
Have you met
I personally play that album probably like once a month for myself, just to run it through.
This is best Drake album. That's the best album.
100%. That album, top to bottom, is fucking flawless.
It pains me when hip hop head says Drake don't got a classic album. That really pisses me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Because he
it
got
do.
like 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You got,
might even have 3
I would say
Classic.
classics.
I'd
He's
say,
a classic.
I'd say Take Care.
Take
and
Care.
Views.
No, nothing was the same as Impeccament.
Take Care and Nothing Was the Same. Them 2 bags. It was like Drake. That was
Yeah.
his peak,
In his
bro.
bag. That was his
peak.
bag.
That was his peak.
To open up an album with Tuscan Leather
Yeah.
already, it says
That's like
enough.
3 songs in one.
Over My
Yeah.
Dead Body was a great album.
Oh my god,
My
Bro.
favorite song on that album is The Ride, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's mine. I always say that.
Weekend.
But okay, so last, and this is where it's hard for me because it's like I either have to go Cole or Kendrick.
Yeah.
But I am gonna go Kendrick, and it's for Kendrick. It was Damn for me, bro.
What?
It was
Yeah.
Damn.
You like Damn more than Good Kid, Mad City, and To Pimp a Butterfly?
Yes.
Oh man.
For me.
I don't know,
That's
bro.
like
me-
my least favorite
That's the
Kendrick
least
album.
one.
Really?
Yeah.
Word.
For me
Out of all
of
personally,
them?
how
I like
that
Section 80 more than Damn.
Me too.
Crazy.
With high power.
Good
Yeah.
Kid, Mad City is just impressive in itself. Of like that's
body of
being
work.
Kendrick introduced to the world on the body of the work. Yes, but even so, like I don't feel like I feel like with that. He only did poetic justice to have a Drake track. I don't think Kendrick wanted to do that.
Yeah.
So for me, like, Damn was the most Kendrick self, and like the sound and the tracks on that for me, like, Damn top to bottom is not a skip, and that's why for me, out of all the albums,
I don't what album what song can you skip on To Pimp a Butterfly, or what song can you skip on
there's
Good
a
Kid,
few
Mad
for me
City?
that I skip
Man.
on those.
Sing,
But also-
sing for me, mama.
And it's tied though because like I said, 2014 Forest Hills Drives is probably one of the best hip hop albums too.
Yeah.
ever made. But it's like right now I gotta go Damn just because of the influence. But 2014 Forest Hills Drive is one of the most certified classic hip hop albums ever. If I could have like a 5.5, top 5.5 to have like an in-betweener that I switch out, it would be that.
Damn.
I can give you that. I like that.
You said yours?
No, not yet.
That Lil Kim.
In no particular order.
That Lil Kim threw me off.
Y'all better tap in.
I'm gonna listen to that the
Y'all
whole way home.
better
We gotta wrap this up.
All right, so
throw
really
your 5 and then
quickly.
I'm gonna hit him with the rapid questions.
5. I'm gonna start off with the crazy one. Beastie Boys, License to Ill.
Wow.
I was like 4 or
Yep.
5 years old, and my dad was bumping that in the car. So off bat, introduced me to hip hop. Reasonable Doubt. Okay, that's 2. Blueprint.
Yeah, okay.
You going 2 Jay-Z
Yeah.
albums? Wow.
Late. They're so influential to me. Late Registration.
Okay.
And the game.
Documentary?
The
Documentary.
Yeah. I was gonna
I like
say
that one.
documentary.
I like that one too.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Documentary
documentary.
was hard, but Doctor's Advocate was also hard, bro.
Yes.
Can't miss that.
Yes.
The whole 3 of those were all
Doctor's Advocate when he had
Perfect.
the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Documentary, he had the will too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
The
did
one-
it.
It's the black
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
The black one is the Doctor's Advocate.
Doctor's Advocate.
One
so
Blood
documentary,
was on
Doctor's
Doctor's
Advocate,
Advocate.
and LAX.
What's the one that has start scratch?
That's
Start from
documentary.
scratch is
Start from
documentary.
scratch.
Crazy.
That's one of the best songs. Yeah.
Documentary is not a miss either.
Hey,
You play that
I
shit from
think
top.
hip hop forgot that game drop. What was it? 400 bars when he dissed G
Oh
Unit,
my
bro.
God.
Yeah, 18 minutes.
bro.
Yeah,
18
bro.
That nigga was going
18
in. Bro.
minutes.
Crazy.
He went in.
One
That
of
was
the
what people-
best, one of
was
the
it
best
18 bars
rap
and running or
beefs of all
something?
time was 50. He was taking videos like, "Yo, I'm outside his house. I'm about to like, bro.
Game is still wild,
Yo,
bro.
he is so wild, bro."
That's a wild boy.
Yeah.
But he made 3 classics.
Oh yeah,
for
nah,
sure.
I ain't even heard that album. I probably heard a couple of joints off that, but yeah, I'll tap in with that one.
What you what you showing,
The
bro?
Lil Kim album.
Oh,
I'm gonna listen to that on the way
Because
home.
like I ain't gonna lie, I grew up around a lot of female cousins.
Yeah.
So they're the ones who put me on like Hove and everything, but they put me on Lil Kim, bro.
Yeah.
Lil
Yeah.
Kim.
Well, it's hard. None of us even said a Biggie album, bro. And like, of course, Ready to Die is like not a skip.
Yeah.
It's
cool.
insane.
I mean, it's in my top 10 for sure.
Yeah,
It's cool.
Yeah.
it's just hard. And for me, my top 5 can change in my current mood or time. And what
Yeah.
I'm like I said, like I normally don't include an Eminem album, but recently I just thought about how Eminem was so influential in so many ways
Yeah.
that I feel like it's kind of disrespectful to not give him at least one album in that.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? The first album that I purchased with my own money was a Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah,
First album
and
I
and
purchased was
if you
Good
look at the
Good Kid.
Eminem show track
Damn.
list, if you look at the Eminem show track list, it's
The Eminem
fucking
show, yeah, bangers.
perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a skip.
I mean, I was in like middle school when that came out, and I was just like, yo, Eminem's this shit.
Yeah,
And like, at that time too, it's like I was listening to Jay Z, but I was listening to singles Jay Z, and I didn't like start diving into Jay Z's like library until like I was in high school, and I was just like, holy shit.
In my lifetime, that's when I started.
Fuck,
out
dude.
with
In My Lifetime is so good too. Volume 1's good. Imaginary Players, Where I'm From. The first song, A Million One Questions, I think it's called.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's enough of me saying Jay-Z's the greatest
yeah.
of all time.
We're gonna start making you a Jay-Z meter, bro. All right, man, but we do gotta wrap it up. So before we close out the show, I always hit whatever guest it is with 10 random ass questions.
Yep.
They can just kind of all over.
Yep.
I got some written here, but I'm gonna change them up a little bit for just to kind of get, you know what I mean, some from
Yep.
your influences and stuff. So someone's got to run the 45-second timer.
Here,
Now
Ooh.
we got to be a real one.
Okay.
If we don't get these done in 45 seconds, we got to take a shot.
But I probably won't get it done then because I want to take a shot.
Well, we can still take a shot. That's fine. That's fine. Most of the time, people come on here, they don't want to take shots.
All
Just
right.
it's just me. All right, but all right. So let's gear it up.
Hold up. I got it.
You got the 45 seconds.
Yep.
All right, count me in.
1, 2, 3.
If you could have one female feature on your track, who would it be?
Adele,
Damn. Favorite rapper of all time.
myself,
Favorite hip hop album of all time.
Good Kid, Mad City,
Okay. Would you go Drake or Jay-Z?
Drake,
Do you like dogs or cats?
Dogs,
Would you rather attend a J. Cole or a Kendrick concert?
J. Cole,
Do you smoke or drink?
drink,
If you could have one food that you could eat for the rest of your life, what would it be?
pizza.
Would you
childish.
Would you go LeBron James or Jordan?
Jordan.
Okay. Who's your favorite artist currently? And other than yourself, just to give me a real.
My favorite artist currently is either Kendrick or Cole.
Okay.
Or Jay-Z. I mean, not Jay-Z. Kendrick Cole or Drake.
Okay.
One of 3.
There
That was
it is.
it? That was 10 questions?
Damn, y'all did it in 40.
Yeah, he hit him fast,
Yeah.
bro.
He knew his answers.
He's like, pizza.
Which one's the clap one? Oh, these are broken. They're not working. Oh, wait, I think it's these.
That sound like birds.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, start it up.
Yeah.
That was good. We'll still take a shot because you want to take a shot.
I say Adele because I've never seen featuring Adele.
Yeah, that threw me off.
Never.
Like hey bro, Katori got Adele on the record, bro.
That'd be a flex.
She don't even have to say much. She
Yeah.
just be like in her English accent, like, "Hey, I'm Adele, and I'm on this song," and it's like, it's
Hi,
a hit.
I'm Adele.
You would just leave that as the intro.
Yeah.
This is Katori's album.
Yep. That's it. I'm gonna name it Adele's intro, and all she said is this.
Shit, that's. I was gonna say that's just like how Drake did the Yebba.
Oh yeah, Yebba's interlude.
Yebba's interlude's great. Her voice is like so unique. I was like, yo,
I'm telling you, bro, give it a minute, dog. I'm telling you,
I
Certified Lover
listened
Boy,
to
I
it.
think it's getting a little too much hate.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back.
Side note, we missing a Dom Kennedy concert because he about to drop that From the West Side with Love 3.
Oh,
Friday.
okay.
ain't nobody paying attention. To
That shit about to be hard, bro.
No, I fuck with Dom
I ain't
Kennedy,
gonna lie, I
but-
still fuck with Dom.
Yeah,
I didn't
and
really
I got
like-
to tap into the Don Toliver album.
I didn't really like Dom Kennedy when he came out. I have a couple good songs that I like, but OPM's one of my good ones. And then When I Come Around, that's pretty much it. I didn't really like his rapping style. It was like he was like saying 3 words per bar, and I was
He a cool
Larry
dude though.
June.
I've met him a few
Larry
times. He's a
June
cool
took
dude.
his style and made it way better.
Wait, is Larry June not
Damn.
signed to him?
Nah,
I thought the whole time like they were working together.
he independent.
Damn.
That's why I thought like they had the same similar sound. That's crazy. Yeah, Larry June took that and ran with that shit.
way better.
Went crazy.
Like you said,
He
kind of
put me
just
on.
perfected
I was born
it.
in
Yeah, he
91.
did too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to go to dope game. When I heard that shit, I was like, damn.
Yeah, yeah.
He just got that laid
And then
back.
he
chill
got like
shit.
a whole
you know
brand with like the
yeah.
oranges and shit. Like he
Yeah.
got like
His
he's
marketing-
Organic.
Yeah, he's
going crazy.
he has.
He got
He's
his
here
marketing
to
is
stay.
A1.
If his lifestyle is like his rap style, like bro, he is so relaxed
Have you-
and calm and
You don't follow
chill.
him?
Nah,
That's all he be doing.
Yeah,
He
that's
rides-
what he
Yeah,
really
rides
good for
bikes,
him,
rides
bro.
bikes, nigga.
And
He's
juices
living.
and juice. Yeah.
good
Got
for
his own
him, bro.
shoes and shit. That's my nigga. I
But
can't wait for the
before we sign off, Katori, let the people know any exciting things you got on the way for this up maybe before the year ends or
Yeah.
New Year, you know.
Also, yeah, I'm working on another product. I'm working on another project that I want to release before the end of the year. It's gonna be, of course, of an EP. I'm gonna keep hitting motherfuckers with EPs until it's time for an album. That's what I'm gonna do.
Fire.
And other than that, I was supposed to have a meeting yesterday, but I got caught up in some shit about more shows in LA.
Hell
for
yeah,
the end
man.
of the year, so I'm looking forward to that. Well, California, the LA area, but
Go to his
I'm looking forward
shows.
to that. So,
Yeah, for real.
Right now, I'm just working. I just dropped something called "How Quickly They Forget." This is not an EP, but
And that She EP, go get that too.
yeah, she EP. I had
Shit's
fun on
fire.
that one. I could sing a little bit, y'all.
Yeah. That last track.
Yeah,
That last track.
Yeah, I didn't want to sing that shit at the
I
show.
know.
Like, yeah, nah, I'm not trying to do the falsetto at the
man.
show. I don't got auto tune on this mic, dog.
Yeah. You ain't Travis, bro.
Yeah,
You don't got
what's wrong
auto tune
with
at the
you?
live
What's wrong
shows,
with
bro.
you? So yeah, man. Tap in with me. I know I said at the beginning of the show I don't answer DMs, but that was a lie. I was just joking. I do answer, so hit me up.
Hit the DMs.
Hit me up. I will follow back.
But nah, man, we appreciate you coming on here,
Yeah,
bro.
thank you
I've been
so
waiting for
much.
this one.
Thank you for having me, man.
And it
for
was
sure.
great, for
Yeah,
real.
it was
And
a
I mean, like I
good
told
energy.
people, man, they're going to know for real. It'd be a
Yeah.
household name soon.
Yeah.
You and Ro.
Yeah.
I'm fully invested in Believe.
Yeah,
so,
man.
yep.
Yeah.
I'm on
Hey,
that.
bro, we got to do more songs. I told you at the show, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you on the camera. So
Y'all
you
need
know.
they need a whole Ro. We need to work on a whole EP.
Let's work on some
Let's
shit.
bang out
Yo,
that session
work on
real
some-
quick.
There was this song that Ro, right before, I know we're about to sign off, but there was a song that you and Ro showed me like 2 years ago that I don't think ever came out.
Probably not.
That it was
With
you and
Katori?
Ro. Yeah.
No, we dropped that one. You talking about? We named it.
On the Pussy Affair one?
Yeah.
Bets
Should
Off?
I
All
have
Bets
been
Off?
Different. Yeah, it's all bets
Yeah.
off. He probably talking about all bets off because that's the only song we made 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
All Bets Off on the Pussy
and we
Affair.
and we made Hot Now too 2 years ago. So
Yeah.
it could be either one of those songs, but we dropped both of them. I dropped All Bets Off as a single.
Damn, Hot Now was 2 years ago?
Hot Now was 2 years ago. I still live in
What
my
the
old apartment. That was before
Yeah.
the pandemic, bro.
Yep.
Fuck.
And there's
Damn,
still more.
time
I feel there's like a
flies.
couple more records floating around there too.
Yeah,
that
because
were hot.
Ro was pulling up to the sessions when
Yeah.
we had the little house and studio. So
Yep.
we definitely got some shit. Like I tell people all the time, like Ro was like one of my favorite people to write music with because there's no egos
Yeah.
involved. Like if I'm writing my verse and he got an idea, he can tap into my verse. If I'm
Yeah.
writing a hook and he got an idea or vice versa, I got an idea, we just tap into it. And like a lot of
Yeah.
artists, it's like, yo, this is my art. And me and Ro don't work like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, this line is cool, but if you said this,
Yeah.
so like
which is fire. You need that sometimes, bro.
Yeah,
for real.
yeah.
So that EP's coming, man. That Katori and Roll EP
You got my
gotta
number,
come
bro.
out. I'm gonna get on his ass about that one for sure.
That shit happen.
But nah, bro, appreciate you, man. It's much
thank all
love,
y'all
bro.
for having me.
Absolutely.
For
Yeah, thank you, man.
Appreciate
Holding
Appreciate it, bro.
Pasadena
Appreciate
down
you so
for
much.
real.
Sure.
Hometown hero.
Hometown hero. Put the
cap.
city on my back and guess how much it weighs.
Yes, sir. There it is.
sir.
And you inspired Jordan on this episode. This is good, man. Jordan was speechless. That's my favorite shit ever. I'm going to sign out on that note.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning into this week's of All Bass No Treble episode. We appreciate y'all. Tune in next week. Love. Peace.
Peace.
Bet.
Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this week's episode of All Bass No Treble. If you could please subscribe and like, and also get the notification button smashed for us, that would mean the world to us. If you'd like to keep up with myself, my co-host, or our special guest this week, all of our social medias and info is right below. And if you would like to listen, tune into Apple Podcasts or Spotify, as you can hear us on there as well. Again, thank you so much for tuning in this week, and I will see you on the next episode.